Hey everybody, Mr. E here. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend if this catches you on the weekend. If not, hope you had a wonderful weekend if this catches you on Monday. In preparation for this week's sessions, I wanted to go ahead and introduce a couple basic concepts of camera use, or should say shooting techniques that are going to get you much better results, whatever gear you're working on. Now, I wanted to demonstrate this using a device that most of you are going to be having at your disposal, a handy dandy cellular phone. So, not anything fancy, not anything real expensive. You can get much better quality video and audio by taking a look at some of the ways that you use your gear, no matter what gear it is that you're using. The first thing we want to take a look at is a common problem. It's called backlighting. Now, we're going to take a look at a scene here where we have my colleague at Huntington, Mr. Lee, standing in front of a brightly lit window. You can see very clearly the way that the camera handles the light coming in from the brightly lit window in through the lens. It creates a silhouette effect around our subject. Very difficult for us to see him clearly. Now, in the next clip, the after clip, we're only 3 feet away from that very same window, but what we did was we utilized that natural light to our benefit. And we actually had Lee turning toward the window. And even with a brightly lit door way off in the distance, you can see the quality of the video is so much better. And skin tones are much better. Overall, much better look. The second issue that we want to address is lighting. Now, in a school situation or in a community center situation like this, one of the things that you have to contend with is what we call industrial lighting, right? Ceiling down, generally fluorescent lighting, it can create some problems. And if you can, we want you to utilize natural lighting wherever possible. If you don't have studio lighting at your disposal, the best way that you can get good quality video is using natural light. So let's take a look at one of our multi-purpose rooms here. This is a standard fluorescent light that you're going to find in most industrial settings or school type settings. And notice how the blue hues of the fluorescent light change the skin tones of our subject. Now that can be adjusted a little bit using white balance, but most people are going to utilize the auto white balance on their camera, and you can see the effect here. His skin tone really, he just doesn't look very healthy. He's got some dark circles under his eyes. Let's take a look at the same scene where we shift Lee not 5 feet to the left, turn off the fluorescent lights, and utilize the power of the sun. So standing in front of the window, like we did before, to eliminate the backlighting, turning him toward the window, we can take a look at how his face is much more naturally lit. The raccoon eyes go away, you know, the dark circles under his eyes, and his skin tone is much more natural, and he looks a lot more healthy. Next thing we want to take a look at is audio. How many times have you heard this in a video?
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Lee. Today I'm going to demonstrate a good leg stretch for you. Today we're going to be putting our left leg over our right knee, and we're going to be sitting down into it.
Listen very, very closely. You can hear the distance in the before and the after. So we'll go ahead and we'll play the after clip.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Lee. Today I'm going to demonstrate a good leg stretch for you. Hey everybody, it's Mr. Lee. Today I'm going to demonstrate a good leg stretch for you.
The point here is try, if you're using a cell phone or a camera with an on-camera microphone, because maybe you don't have access to an external microphone, you want to go ahead and get relatively close to your subject. Rather than standing far back and shooting the action and the main, what your main speaker is saying at the same time, take the opportunity to get close, get a decent headshot, you know, upper chest up, so you get good quality audio standing maybe 3 feet away, 2 to 3 feet away from your subject. and then shooting the action in a separate clip and doing using that as what we would call B-roll. You can take a look here how I just used the creative editing technique where I clipped cropped Lee's head and created a picture-in-picture effect where he was demonstrating the action that he was speaking on.
Go.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Lee. Today I'm going to demonstrate a good leg stretch for you today. We're going to first begin by putting our left foot on top of our right knee, and then using our balance we're going to lower ourselves down, beginning to feel the stretch in our hand.
And take a listen to the difference between the audio in the before and the after clip.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Lee. Hey everybody, it's Mr. Lee. Hey everybody, it's Mr. Lee. Hey everybody, it's Mr. Lee.
And notice as well, one of the things that I did, and I let this go on purpose, you can hear people talking in the background in the first clip too.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Lee. Today I'm going to demonstrate a good leg stretch for you. Today we're going to be putting our left leg over our right knee, and we're going to be sitting down into it.
When you're shooting in an environment like this, you got to be aware of what is happening around you. How many times have you seen decent quality video and you listen into it and it sounds pretty decent and there's somebody talking in the background, or somebody's doing dishes in the background, or there's a lawnmower going off in the background? It just kind of ruins the whole vibe of the video. You know, you want to try to isolate and get good quality audio, clean, clear, reduce echo, reduce additional noise, and make sure that it is a good, strong signal. The last thing I wanted to demonstrate to you was zooming with your feet versus relying on the digital zoom on your camera. This first clip is where I'm standing about 3 feet, well, actually we were about 5 feet away from Mr. Lee, and I moved in slowly, pushing in, but I did so with my feet. I walked toward him, keeping my camera steady, in and out. Look at the difference doing that versus using the digital zoom in the camera. Now, whenever you have good quality camera that has an optical zoom, we talked about this when we talked about how the eye works, using optical zoom, you can get a pretty decent quality zoom result. If you don't have an optical zoom and you're relying on something that has a digital zoom, then you want to move in with your feet. Look at the quality of the video, the end result, the difference before utilizing the camera fully pulled out, but moving in with my feet versus relying on the pinch technique where I'm zooming in with the digital zoom, before and after. So I hope some of these techniques help you make better quality video. Looking forward to seeing your videos next week, and hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. See you soon. I'm Gavin Steve.